Hi, this is Amy from Amy Vegan Life. Welcome to another simple cooking recipe. I just reached to 100 subscribers and 900 views. Thank you so much for supporting and subscribing my channel. So today we will show you 2 ways to cook yourself a hot soba noodle that is great in the winter. Okay, so let's get started. So for tofu marinating part will be in the description below the video. After the tofu has marinated for 3 hours in the fridge or overnight, you simply take it out and cut into medium thin slices. Then we just heat the pan on medium high and spray some oil. Once the first piece tofu start to sizzle, put in the rest, spread them out evenly. Then I consider them too big for make my dish pretty, so I cut them smaller, as you can see. Then you let them set for 5 minutes and flip. The color should be really nice golden brown. Then let the other side sit for another 5 minutes. Once it's done, the last most important step is this amazing sweet rice wine that if you want to have a nice glaze and a caramelized tofu, get this marines, the Japanese sweet rice wine, and just pour about 2 to 3 tablespoons for the whole batch. Once it's done, set aside. Now we can move on to the first version, which is the miso soup base. You can start prepare this while the tofu was still cooking. So for the soup base, we need about 1.5 tablespoon white miso paste along with that dried kelp that you can find in any kind of Asian store. Once the soup is boiling, we throw in our soba noodle. You want to make sure all the noodle is soaked in that soup so it gets cooked through. I used 2 servings here since that was a dinner with my boyfriend. For the veggie here, I'm only using this mushroom and some green onion. You can be creative here. Any kind of mushroom or other veggies, that just make sure that you stir them in. And of course here I'm using a lot of spinach. But it's really easy to cook, only take probably around 10 seconds when they soaked with this hot soup. So basically we're done. We just need to place them into a bowl nicely so you can have a nice Instagram picture like I did. Check out my Instagram at Amy Vegan Life. So now we have the soup, and the last one, most important, is the tofu. So the tofu is done and you just place it on top, layer them up, or just like I did. And for the most common Japanese cuisine topping, it's just the green onion, and there's 2 ones my boyfriend's. And don't forget about the nori. So you crush them and sprinkle on top. Don't put too much because then you wouldn't see the noodle in the picture. And don't forget about the sesame seeds at the end. Just sprinkle them, sprinkle. Now we have the first version of miso-based soba noodle soup. For whoever didn't know this, because the miso is fermented tofu product, you just added a little B12 in your diet. So for the second version of soba noodle, that we need a little dry oyster mushroom that you can find in any kind of Asian grocery store, and just put in hot water, set there for 5 minutes. While your mushroom is in the hot water for rehydration, you just want to cook your soba noodle as the packaging direction. Now we just threw some more veggie or mushroom into that pan that we just cooked the tofu earlier. And also threw a little of the rice wine. Make it smell so amazing. So after you heat the tofu and the mushroom thoroughly, you just set them aside, and then your noodles should be done, and you just drain them and rinse in the cold water. Then we want to refill the pot with a little cup water, and because the dried mushroom is hydrated now, so you just throw them in with the juice. And don't forget about the dried kelp. And we bring them to boil and simmer for around 20 to 25 minutes. Halfway done, you want to put some dipping sauce or just soy sauce in there. Make it more flavory. Because we already cooked the noodle, so now we can already placing tofu into our plate or our bowl. Of course, mushroom too. Once all the flavoring from the mushroom and from the kelp, it's already out into the soup. You can place these mushrooms into your plate and cook rest of these veggies. Once it's done, and you just place them wherever you want and pour that soup on top so everything gets hot. Of course, don't forget about all these traditional Japanese toppings: green onion, seaweed, and sesame seeds. Yay, that's it. And it was so amazing. I had this for the next day lunch after the miso soup version. Yeah, you guys should really try it out. This one is definitely lighter, but the miso is also amazing. So thank you so much for watching. If you like these two versions of soba noodle, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new, please subscribe my channel to see more awesome video on Wednesday and Saturday. Also bonus video in these 2 weeks for Christmas special. So see you in the next video. Stay awesome, stay vegan.